Welcome back to the 1997 podcast. My name is AJ and I'm here with Christina. Today is Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. We've been here since September. It's been so long. I feel like it flew. I feel like we just started the podcast and now we're like, oh my God, Merry Christmas. We didn't want to leave you hanging on Christmas, and we don't believe in breaks over here at the 1997, okay? We care about you guys and we care about the content, so we're here being professionals and talking like professionals should about sugar daddies and sugar babies. We're trying to get on Santa's naughty list, okay? I'm serious. I'm tired of being a good girl. We all about this king shit, the bad girl. Get me on the naughty list. And
two ways that can go.
Yeah, I'm so down. Come on. You're telling me, right? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want a sugar daddy?
I thought I had one, actually. I matched with him on Tinder, remember?
You thought you had one? How do you think you have one?
See, we were talking and we hit it off, and then he wanted to know exactly where I lived, and I just kind of left him on red, and then he unmatched with me.
Girl, hello?
I'm not trying to die. He wasn't even verified.
You just say New York. Who raised you this way? You don't tell him exactly where.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to meet up with this guy? I'll send him pictures without my face in it, but I got Venmo and Cash App on my phone. I'm not going to meet up with him because he's like, oh, because I told him I was from New York. He's like, oh, where? And I told him Staten Island. He's like, oh, but where in Staten Island? I was like, all right, this is a little too personal. And I was like, oh no, just Staten Island. He's like, oh, I live in the Upper West Village. And he's like, I can Uber you here if you want. And I'm like, that's expensive. He got money.
Got money. I mean, oh my God, but you have to be right? So you were kind of cautious, but a lot of girls would have done it, right? My dumb ass probably would have been like, I'm kidding. I wouldn't have. Please don't go with random strangers that offer to Uber you places. But I was looking at this topic of sugar daddies on Google and stuff like that. And they have a name, right? For people who kind of lie and they really aren't sugar daddies. They're just people who like to pretend and just to get girls to go with them or whatever. They're called salt daddies. I think that's really funny. And now you get to play this what if game for the rest of your life. Is was that a sugar daddy or a salt daddy?
Do you get paid either way though?
No, because salt daddies are fake sugar daddies. They just pretend that they have they're gonna spend all this money on you and stuff like that.
What's really gonna happen? You get date raped instead?
Yeah, not date raped. I mean, you have consensual sex because you think you're gonna get paid for it, and then they're like, okay, well, gotta go, gotta bless. So
I mean, I don't think he was a salt daddy because he did offer to Uber me. He said he was going to a spa with a pool for this whole thing, and I was like, yeah, he got money.
Why didn't you go? I would have went. Are you out of your mind?
I'm not trying to die, especially if it's something like that. For a fact, I'm gonna video call. Tinder came out with that video call shit. I want to video call his ass first, just to make sure I know who I'm talking to. Take a screenshot, send it to you, and keep my location on before I go anywhere.
Bro, the thing with sugar daddies, you see people on TikTok. I swear we talk about TikTok every week, but it's taking over our lives. There's this girl that has a sugar daddy, and every time she goes out, he pays for all her friends to come with them. And they go to all these things. They were on a fucking yacht partying, and then all these rooftop places and stuff like that with infinity edge pools. That's what I'm saying. Just take one for the team and we'll all come along with you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just me alone, girl.
No, we'll all come with you. You just go the one time and meet him, right? And then every other time you hang out with him, just bring all your friends. And we'll all just party. We'll get him really drunk. He'll be he's old. Old people don't have a tolerance for alcohol. And we'll just put him in a corner somewhere, slouched. And then we'll party.
You know what that actually reminds me of? We found a sugar daddy. Remember the kid that we went out to with the bar at the marina? He paid for our drinks, our admission fees, our friends' drinks.
Yeah.
I think that I should have kept talking to him.
I told you to keep talking to him. Oh my God, there was this guy. You want to talk about stories? Okay. Christina's always bugging me about telling stories. I'll tell this one. So Christina recently got a new car. Really cute car. Cute little truck.
Car, it's a truck.
A cute little, okay, relax, calm down. And so there was this guy working at the dealership. I'm not going to say which dealership because I feel like that's overkill or whatever. But he was working at the dealership, kind of young or whatever, but definitely older than us. And this whole time he's just being super flirty. And wasn't ugly. I mean, he wasn't my type, but he wasn't, you know what I mean? Like he was all right, you know?
Right.
And so I'm like pushing Christina to like flirt with him. Also, I think it's gonna get her like a good deal on a car. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think smarter, not harder. And like, you know, flirt a little bit, get a little discount, whatever. So we leave the dealership or whatever, and he gives us like individually like his cards, like because it was me, her, and her mom. And like I had no business receiving a card that day, and neither did her mom. Like the only person buying a car and who should have got the little like business card thingy was her. But regardless, whatever. We get back to her place, and I'm like telling Christina, I'm like, yo, text this man. Like, text this man right now. Because they were talking about like price or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, invite him out tonight. Because we were like, oh my God, we want to go out. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, bitch, just fucking do it. Like, I was just hyping my friend up. I was just being a friend. I was being a girly. I was being a pal. And he was like, something had happened or whatever. And he was like, oh, I wish I could make it up to you or something like that. Like he said something like that, right?
So he's like, oh, is there anything I could do to help you out? You let me know. And then that's when you told me, he was like, oh, text him, tell him to come out for drinks with us tonight.
Yeah, like you can help me out by like coming out to drinks with me or something like that. Cause I'm smooth as fuck. Okay. I may not flirt well in person, but over text behind a screen where I can hide, best believe I'm smooth as fuck. So we go and he like picks us up, right? He's like, oh shit. It's not just him. He's like, oh, what, something like that. What did you say? Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna bring my friend with me or something like that.
Yeah, no, he knew that you were with me that day. I was like, oh yeah, AJ's still at the house. He's like, oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'll pick the both of you up.
Yeah, he said something like that. Picked us both up for some like stranger's fucking home. Had no idea like who we were, what we were about. Picked us up, brought us all the way to the marina, plus paid for our admission fee, plus paid for not only my drinks, not only her drinks, not only his drinks, my boyfriend at the time's drinks, my boyfriend's friends at the time's drinks, and then just random people around us, and just picked up the entire bill. And I was like, is this what it's like to have a sugar daddy? Because like this ain't so bad.
How did we get home that night? Didn't he leave?
He did leave. The guy that I was seeing, his friend drove us back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God. That was funny though.
Oh my God. And like we didn't have to do anything. All you have to do, like, Christina was like too drunk to like pay him attention. So I was like, oh my God, the only way this guy, because I'm not getting stuck with this bill after the things like he was ordering. And when I tell you I'm not talking like a cute little like, oh, everyone got like one drink that night.
No, he wouldn't let us like have an empty drink. He kept like filling it up.
Bro, every time the waitress brought another drink, he'd be like, bring her another one. She'll drink. And then she would look at me to like, are you sure? And then he'd be like, she'll finish it. I was like, I guess I'll finish it then. Oh my God. It was a lot. I was so drunk that night. I think I was so high and so fucking drunk, just like out of my mind. And I, would be down to try it again. It was so easy. He was so low maintenance. Like I was saying, Christina was like really like drunk. She was like busy flirting with other people. So I was like, oh God. So all you had to do was like smile at this dude. And he was like, oh, you want something else? Do you want something else? You want something? I was like, God damn.
Now it's your turn.
It's not my turn.
All you got to do if you want to get a sugar daddy, honestly, you go on Tinder, put the distance from like here to like 1,000 miles away, and put the age from like starting at 45-ish to like 99, and you're good to go.
99?
That's the highest like age that you can put on Tinder.
Yikes, fam. See, that's the thing is I hate Tinder. I don't even think I'm allowed on Tinder because somebody used my number to make an account because their account was like blocked or whatever like that. So they used my number to make an account. So like I don't even have access to a Tinder account that's my own.
Actually, no, I have found a way around it because I actually have a thing too. You see, if you get banned from Tinder, if you can't download Tinder on your phone until you get a new one because it goes with the SIM card and shit. But and it also goes with your phone number. But if you need a new phone number, just go on your Google Gmail and just get a second phone number for free, and then everything gets text messaged to your phone itself. But it also comes through as like an actual number, like, but it comes through as like the different number. So you could just do that.
Jesus Christ, don't tell people that. Everyone that got banned on Tinder is going to be right back. It's going to be filled to the brim with just like dick pics swirling around. And
No, but you can't do it on your phone. If you were banned from your phone, then you were banned from your phone. I have Tinder on my iPad, and that's why I'm hardly ever on it. But as long as you go on Google, my friend actually told me about it. He's like, as long as you go on Google, you get that second phone number that's free from like your Gmail, you're good to go. Because
That's
all the text
insane.
messages and shit come through, but you have to do it on a separate device other than the device that you got banned from.
That's insane. That's why fucking Tinder for iPad. Shut the fuck up. For that, just have like they have these other things. I was looking at it online, and it's like you have like sugar daddies, salt daddies, but then you also have like I don't know, like for sugar friendships or like an entanglement or something like that, where like you're not like they're I don't know, like it's like sexual, but it's not sexual almost situation, but like just like guys that like look at you like a little like friend or whatever and just buy you everything, like sugar friendships or
Call
whatever
me
like
pretty
that.
and I'll give you $5,000.
I think the best way to describe it is like Discord simps. Like, like fucking totally fucking pogger dudes, you know what I mean? Like they paid for bath water, bro. In bath water. Okay. These are the like sugar friendships you want. Okay, this is what we were talking about when we were like discussing like OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like, it's a perfect fucking like market and margin. You don't have to be sexual with these guys. They're not like super creepy and old. I mean, they're super creepy, but they're just your age. And you just gotta like raise your voice kind of high and be kind of cute and like, like, and like you just have to do that, and like it works. And I think I would rather prefer like a sugar friendship over a sugar daddy.
I think that's what that dealership guy was actually trying to be, was the sugar friendship, because you said it yourself. All you had to do was just smile at him, and he was like, "Oh, you want another drink?"
Yeah, he's like, "What do you want? What do you want?" Like he was gonna offer me like a car next. Like Jesus Christ, he's like, "You know what? I own this dealership. Do you want you want a vehicle? Your friend want a vehicle? Your friend's friend want a vehicle?
You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like speaking about those kinds of girls and just girls in general, I don't want to say those kinds of girls because that kind of sounds like icky, but like girls who have like sugar daddies, sugar friendships, whatever, like sex workers, whatever, bro, all the respect in the fucking world for you. Are you crazy? Christina, imagine having to deal with that. Like 70% of your day is just like dealing with obnoxious, misogynistic guy. Like, absolutely not. And then to not get paid for it. Oh no. Oh no. To just like for your these girls are troopers.
They really are.
We should get them like a flag or something, or like a pin, and we just stand in solidarity with you.
Make an unofficial OnlyFans flag, unofficial sex worker flags.
Unofficial. I'm sure they have it. I'm sure somebody's done it.
I don't think so. There's no way.
Come on.
Girl, I don't think anybody is like that into it that would do that.
Absolutely. You don't think? You think we're the only people or like that have had this idea ever? Absolutely not.
I mean, the world is our oyster. Isn't that the saying for that?
No. The world is ours and everyone else is just living in it. So, speaking about people living in our world, I told Christina before we started this episode, I was like, I want to talk about my $1 million idea. Okay.
I don't even know what it is.
No, I didn't tell her because I want like her like live reaction. It's not bad. It's nothing you have to like think about. I just want your reaction. No,
guys.
Okay, so hear me out on this, right? Everyone, close your eyes. We're gonna imagine.
You look so nervous.
Hell yeah. So, no one steal this either. It's mine. You can't have it. It's copyrighted. Okay. I already own the rights to it. So, close your eyes. Let's imagine for a second. We're in a world. You're in a room. You're texting somebody you're being thoughty with. You know, it doesn't matter, girl, guy. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Furry. You do you. So, he's like, or she's like, they're like, send me a pic, like, haha, I want a dirty pic. So they're like, send me a picture, right? And like, not like a normal, like, oh my God, nude lipsticks, like soapy titties, big booty picture. You send this picture or whatever. You know how like when you send a picture to somebody, how the picture stays there and then you have like text and like it only goes away until after you send like a certain amount of text messages, so like it pushes it up further and then it hides it from you. Imagine a world where in the little corner of all those photos that you send, there's a little like arrow, like a drop down menu, and you can click it and it'll minimize the photo. So it kind of like hides it. So like when you're sending nudes back and forth, you just like after you send a nude. I don't know about you. I love staring at myself, but then I'm like, oh my God, who am I? Am I this kind of girl that just sends like soapy titty pics to guys? Oh no. And then I'm like, and then I have to stare at it until we have a conversation long enough that I don't have to stare at it anymore. Imagine a world, right? You can just hit a little arrow and it closes, just like a little drop down menu, and just minimizes to this little thing. And you can open it and close it to your heart's content. And that way, when you're out in public, imagine you could just send like all these things and like you don't have to worry about somebody looking over your shoulder and be like, oh, my girl just sent me a titty pic, like my coworkers can't see. Just press a little arrow and it closes.
Or you could just download the picture to your phone. Actually, no, there's a setting for that. All you have to do is just whatever pictures that you send or receive, it's automatically saved to your phone. Just delete the picture off your text message and put it in
no, but that's what I'm saying. That's too much work. Nobody does that. You're like think the only person that does that, because if you delete it off the like the picture there, it like disappears or whatever. So don't do that. And just imagine a world where you just press a little fucking arrow key and it closes. It's still there. You don't have to delete it. You can still scroll up to it, because if like let's say you're like sexting or you're in the moment and then you just send like a picture or a video to go along with it to like what you guys are like writing.
Oh no, I use Snapchat for that.
But like some of us don't use Snapchat because we're not 13-year-old girls. Okay, I don't have time for Snapchat.
No, but like you see, that's the thing. Like I don't want to have to look at myself in the message until like the next reply. That's why, like, we'll have a whole conversation in text message, but the I don't know. It's just easier too. The pictures and videos that I send of myself will be going over through Snapchat, and that person also has consent to screen record it and just save it that way.
No, but you see, that's what I'm talking about. You wouldn't have to change platforms like if you're just texting, and this is only for Apple too, because I don't fuck with you Android users. So you're texting, right? And instead of like, okay, well, we're sexting here, let me just pop on over to Snapchat so that way I can send it and it deletes. You just send it through text message and then press the little arrow key and it goes away. That's $1 million idea right there. Okay, it's so simple yet so effective. And like
and
Apple,
that's why Apple won't do it.
Hit me the fuck up. Hit me up. I have so many ideas for you. But for my sex workers out there, for my girlies out there, and like think about the videos of that guys can send of them jerking off with sound on, with the security that we can just minimize it, and like nobody else gets to see them jerking off but us. Come on, it's foolproof. It's Christmas. Make my dreams a reality.
Wait a second, you've never gotten a video of a guy jerking off with the sound on before?
No.
Really?
It's rude. It's totally rude. I know.
Wow, so you never had a sex dream and you never got that video too. I'm on a roll. Oh my god. Poor
roll?
AJ.
I'm fine. Like I get the real thing in person or whatever. I don't know. Some kind of leverage. I'm like, if my photos ever get out, clearly you can see it's me. I have very distinctive tattoos. I need something concrete of yours. I need your voice in it. My dude, I need people to know that it's you, because if you ever release my photos, I'm releasing yours. And I'm taking a picture of the bed, like the comforter you use with you on it, so that when people see your little like schlong in your hand, they'd be like, wow, that's the same blanket this guy has. That must be him. I'm thinking about this.
I've always received like video with like audio.
I like have when I was like a kid, but like that was gross. That was like grown men on Kick sending a middle schooler.
What? I never gotten those as a kid.
Bro, my Kick when I was in middle school was just filled of like everyone's dick pics. Everybody's. No matter who you can like tell me a name, they sent me like their dick pic. They sent me videos. They sent me everything. Bro, middle schoolers were wild in Staten Island.
So I'm saying, how come we can't get a video with sound right now?
Because we're all fucking adults. I mean, I could probably text him right now and ask. He'd probably do it if I asked him to. But I've never, like, asked him to. That's the issue.
That's the way to go, though.
Me just like, hey, like, I know you don't feel good and stuff, but, like, do you mind, like, shaking one out on video for me one of these nights? Like, I don't know, maybe, like, sound on type situation.
I don't accept them if there is no sound. What the fuck? You're over here accepting, like, video with no sound? What the hell?
Girl, I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people have a lot of, like, I don't know, misconceptions when it comes to me. It's like, oh my god, AJ's DMs must be flooded. AJ's must be getting, like, dick pics all the time. AJ puts an end to all of that. People know not to send their shits to me. They used to. But, like, I, like, clap back a little too hard, and then they get their feelings hurt, and then it's like, They won't do it to me anymore. There's a lot of misconceptions. They're like, oh my God, AJ's this big slut. AJ's talking to everybody. AJ gets this. And I'm like, AJ does nothing but sit in her room and pretend she doesn't exist. So I don't know which AJ y'all are talking about. But Miss Thing minds her business. And she's been, in her own little cocoon and is now coming back to the single world for the first time in 2 years. Okay. So I don't know where all this fucking like, oh, you were getting like dick pics this whole time. No, bitch. Why? Because I had an overly horny boyfriend at the time who just always wanted to have sex every waking moment. So I never had to be like, oh my God, I really need like a video right now to get me through the night. Because like my needs were always satisfied.
Right. So I think that that wraps up about the dick pic thing, because the next question, well, not really the next question, but the question I do have for you, when it comes to coming around the holidays and whatever, like Christmas and stuff, like we had this episode before where we're talking about like, oh, what do you get your significant other? Get yourself a sugar daddy, because all you have to do is just tell them exactly what you want. They will get it for you regardless of the price, and they're not gonna like forget. Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, I really want this, and then they're not gonna be like, you can't always like, oh, well, you can't have this because I don't remember what it was, or like, I can't afford that, whatever. Get yourself a sugar daddy. They will get you whatever the hell you want. You have to rely on no man's to remember if you wanted like, oh, the pink vibrator, the purple one, or whatever the fuck it is that you ask him for, because your sugar daddy's got you back. That's it.
Bro, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking, I was like, there's something about, those kind of like dynamics and like quote unquote relationships where it's like everything's just like super honest. I mean, like girls lie about like their personality or whatever, but it's like everything, I shouldn't say honest. Everything's super like upfront and like blunt. It's like, I want this. And if you're not willing to give me this, I will walk away and find someone else who will. And that goes for either like the daddy or the baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I think that's so like, my anxiety could never. I'd be like, oh my God, like, I don't know, like, if you want. And these girls are like, bitch, if you don't get that bread, get that head, then the king leave. I'm like, girl, anxiety could never. But I like what you were saying. It makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, Christina really wants that Dyson air blower. She might just like hit up that guy again.
No, I already got it for Christmas.
What, the Dyson hair?
Yeah, my brother got it for me.
Jesus Christ.
What? I mean, at least I didn't have to bother you for it.
Yeah, I was not paying for a Dyson hair dryer. You're out of your mind.
So then what was it?
None of your business.
You see, how am I supposed to know if I gotta act surprised or not?
If you have to act surprised or not? Well, you don't know what I got you. And I purposely didn't text it to your mother because I knew you were going to stalk her phone and like check afterwards.
I actually haven't.
I don't believe you 1 second. I
really didn't.
I texted her when I told you. I was like, oh, I have to text your mom. That was a lie. I didn't have to text your mom. But then I felt like if you didn't, because you were like, oh yeah, she's right here. She's right next to me. I have to text my mom now. And I was like, shit, text your mom. And I was like, her mom's name is Deborah, by the way. I love her. And I was like, Deborah, can you just like pretend that I'm like asking you something? Just like looked at your phone, like really like shocked or whatever. And like, because Christina's trying to guess what I got her for Christmas. But like, I don't want her knowing. And like, I know she's going to look at your phone, so I'm not even going to text you what it is. And she was like, oh, yeah. No, I got you. I totally, like, it's fine. Like,
I hate the two of you two so much.
She's like, no, I'll delete it right now. Like, I'll just delete this entire conversation. I was like, yes. Gaslight her.
Stand the two of you.
I was like, gaslight her.
That's a red flag. Red flag. Gaslighting. Red flag.
I was like, the conversation never existed. She doesn't know anything.
Oh my God. You're fucking rude. You and my mother.
I didn't want her knowing. I don't want her knowing.
Wait, is this a gift that I have to open up by myself?
Probably. I mean, I guess if you don't want like your parents knowing what you got for Christmas.
No. AJ.
Yeah.
Is it a fucking inappropriate gift that I need to open by myself?
I don't know. You can try it. You can like attempt.
No, I need to know because if it comes in tomorrow, am I opening it tomorrow? Or am I waiting with the rest of my shit in front of my parents and my brother to open up the gift that you got me? Because my mom's gonna want to fucking know what it is.
I can't tell you what it is. Because when we're recording this, it's not Christmas, so I can't tell you. By the time you guys are listening to this back, it'll be Christmas Day. But for Christina right now, she just wants to know what it is early. And
no, I just want to know if it's inappropriate or not.
I can't tell you that. I can't tell. I'm so sorry.
All right, I guess it's private. Private it is in my little 2x5 closet.
You're just gonna have to imagine it's just the most little mundane thing ever, and you're like, you made a big deal over everything for what? And like,
I'm gonna laugh if it's the fucking purple vibrator. Purple dildo. Like, you've been saying that you wanted to get me for like fucking years now for Christmas.
Oh my God. Do you imagine? Just like, oh my, I was telling, I'm like messing around with this guy or whatever, and I told him for Christmas, I'm getting him like this big schlong dong fucking strap on so I could like peg this shit out of him. And I've like got him to the point where like
No.
he like seriously, he might like actually believe it. Because what happened was I ordered like this like thing for him. I can't say it because I think he listens to the podcast. I ordered this thing for him, but I think it's too big. So when I told him that, obviously I was like, oh, I think I made a mistake with the measurements. Like, I think it's too big. And then he was like, oh my God, wait, what is it? And I was like, oh, I didn't tell you, it's a big like fucking dildo. So next time you're over, like I can just like straight up raw dog peg you, like hard as shit. And he was like, he even called me like my government name. He was like, Angelina, you better be fucking joking. And I was terrified for my life. He's never.
Because he doesn't call you by your government name.
Never. And like I think he's called me by my government name twice, maybe twice. So like I heard that and I was like, oh my God. But I wasn't going to tell him I didn't get it. And I was like, better get that ass prepared, do some squats, better make sure it's nice.
Do some squats.
Make sure it's nice and firm. I'll get you like a heating lube or something like that. You know, we'll make it a really sensual experience for you.
Oh my God. You should have told him I'll get you the PS5 if you let me peg you.
Bro, he sent me a video of a girl getting this guy a PlayStation 5. Yeah, no, it's the 5 and the Xbox, the new one. Both of them at once.
Peg him.
So she could peg him.
Did it happen? Like,
I don't
need to know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't say it didn't happen. And I was like, so you're saying there's a chance that if I buy you both of these, you'll let me peg you?
Actually, I have a really good idea for that. No, for like the TikToks?
Yeah.
When you tap on the freaking video, highlight the goddamn box on the profile so we can find part 2, so we can find out if that girl was able to peg him or not.
That's what I'm saying. But imagine this scenario, right? This big dildo that I didn't order comes in mysteriously, right? Quote unquote, wink, wink, comes in. And I dress up like Mrs. Claus in the spirit of Christmas, right? And like he can dress up like a little elf, okay? Just like a little cute elf moment.
Oh my God.
Role playing to the next level, to a new extreme, in the Christmas spirit. Let me fuck the Christmas spirit out of you, okay?
Are you okay inside?
I just think that's a fun way to spice up the bedroom. Everyone's like, oh my God, we gotta do like a little funny moment. And like, what's better than like, you know, your girl fucking you in a Miss Claus outfit?
Why would you dress him like Santa?
Because she has to have like some kind of like, I don't know, there has to be some like scandalous moment, otherwise it's not hot.
With
like
the elves?
Yeah. What do you think she does? He's working 24/7 on making holiday gifts and toys. She needs, you know.
So are the elves.
No. They're working her 24/7. She's like, I'm gonna take these few select ones. She like tests all the vibrating products that girls get for Christmas. She makes sure they're working.
I'm really sorry to think you got me a fucking vibrator for Christmas. I really am.
I mean, only time will tell, you know? It's gonna be okay. No matter what I got you, and no matter what anybody in general gets you, just remember, fake it till you make it. Because pretending that you do like a present that you don't like is the same as faking an orgasm, okay? You're not the only person in the room. You can't be selfish.
That, you know what? That makes sense. Fake it till you make it. That's probably why I never finished in bed.
Oh, see, this holiday season, you know what to get your boyfriend or your significant other for Christmas? Tell them they're really bad in bed. That way you get better sex, okay?
Yes. Actually, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, just be really fucking rude and be like, hey, you
It's not
can't
rude.
get me off. And, you know, it do be like that.
It's not. How is that rude?
Hey, you suck in bed. Like, you're just bad.
That is motivation for them to get better. So, on that note.
It's a good holiday pro tip.
On that note, I just want to thank you guys so much for listening to this very special Christmas episode. We will be back on Sunday at 1 p.m. And please make sure you are following us on Instagram for any and all updates. My handle is CSEV97 and Angelina's is Angelina_MNDZ. Also, make sure you're hitting that follow button if you're listening on Spotify and Apple. And if you want to tune in on YouTube, just search 1997 as one word followed by podcast. While you're there, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single episode. We are the 1997. Until Sunday, peace.